Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is benefits of an active professional learning community, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Miss Sarika Kumari, ma'am, principal of Smartin School, Delhi. A very warm welcome, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, you were not audible.
It's echoing. Echoing. It's echoing.
Ma'am, is my voice echoing? All right.
Yeah, Meg. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Some problem was there with my device. Yeah.
No worries, ma'am. Very welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Meg. It's really a privilege to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, ma'am, for being here. It's an honor to have you here too. So, ma'am, we are here talking about an active professional learning community.
Yeah. So I'll start with what actually it is. So as we know in this corporate world, we are having such communities in which the many people come together and they discuss about their professional problems. So now it is very much there in the education system also. So when it comes to the education system, then we generally try to give some terms to it. So it's not a new thing which has come up, but definitely with this new NEP 2020, we all educators are coming together to bring something out of that, bring something best out of that collaboration. So this learning professional community, active learning professional community, is actually a community where we actually meet together. We discuss many things, problems, solutions. Then what all things can be discussed are that the learning outcomes, how we will be teaching, how we can improve on the learning skills. So it is nothing but a collaboration of different members, different educators, and it is really very, very beneficial from the CBC. And also we have some learning communities. One example is Hub of Learning. So it is being started by the CBSE. So here 3 to 4 schools collaborate together, they work together, they have certain ideas. So there is actually a collaboration of the ideas, and then people take them from that community, from that meeting, and then they try to implement in their own school. So it is all about collaborative learning.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very beautifully explained. Moving forward, ma'am, how this, active professional learning communities, how these communities are different from the traditional structure. The structure, we all used to follow the blackboard and the chalk system. The book, we used to, study from the notebooks and the textbooks only. So, how is it different from that structure, ma'am?
See, traditionally, if we talk about the normal teaching, the classroom teaching, it has shifted. In the classroom also, there is a major shift from the classroom. Now we'll talk about the training part also. Earlier, actually, one trainer was assigned, and that trainer is going with that mindset, that I have to teach, I have to instruct. So one instructor was there, and they used to teach the teachers, the educators, the members, those who are in the training. But now the scenario has changed completely. It's not that it's only the instructors. The instructors are also the learners. So if I'm going as a learner, then that makes a lot of difference. If I'm going there as an instructor, so I'll only feel that yes, I have to instruct, have this particular syllabus, and I'll deliver that, and then I'll get some feedback from my students, from my learners. But now, in this active learning platform or collaboration or this kind of community or group, what happens that we are not going as an instructor.
Yeah.
When we learn, then we try to implement it also. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving forward, what are the things, what are the components that make a good professional learning community, according to you, ma'am?
See, first and foremost is the focus of the entire team. Whether the entire team is focused or not. If the team is not focused and if the team is not goal oriented, so setting goal for that community is important. Being focused is important. Now, the one who is, facilitating the entire program, who is facilitating, who is organizing, that should be very, very aptly chosen. If the facilitator is not apt, if the goal is not defined, then definitely everything will go in vain. So I think the most important thing which the PLC require is the mindset of the instructor is should be goal oriented and should be very, very focused.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Nextly, how is it beneficial for the students, ma'am? These learning communities, how are they benefiting the students and the learning process, ma'am?
Yeah. If I'll talk about any one community, let us take an example of Hub, which is a very good example from the CBSE. So, if we'll take an example of that, there are say 7 to 8 schools which are actually collaborating with each other, and we plan the entire annual plan. It's not that we will just go and meet for maybe once a year or something like that. So we have a complete plan, annual plan. So when we have a complete annual plan, then in that we define how many times we will we meet. Along with that, then best practices. We do share the best practices. If I'm doing something, I'll just give you one example. Recently, I was in one of the meeting, and one of the principals shared that they are doing sunshine call. So that is also a very one good reputed school of Delhi. So ma'am told in the entire group that they are doing a sunshine call. So what is the meaning of the sunshine call? That every month we will be, as a school, we will be calling the parents. It's not for any complaint. Generally, we call for complaints or some other issues, administrative issues, then only we call the parents. But this sunshine call is to tell the parent that yes, everything is fine. Any problem for your end, or if you are facing any problem with your child, then you can discuss it with it. So see, this is a very small thing to do, but a very good idea. So when that idea has come up, we all, I think, have started. Those who were there in that meeting, we all have started with that sunshine call. So this is something which I really wanted to share. That yes, it is because of that community. Otherwise, we are, living in our silos.
Yeah.
We as not only a school but as an organization, we are living in our silos, and what we are doing, we are not actually sharing our good practice, and we are also not learning. So through this, definitely it is a good platform where we can share ideas and we can learn from each other.
Absolutely, ma'am. I think it's a really great idea. Lastly, ma'am, as you just mentioned that teachers calling up the parents and not for just complaints, not for the complaints, just to ask if they just to give a feedback that your child is doing fine and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they are going an extra mile to do their job. So how does these learning communities how does the educators are contributing in this, and mainly how is it promoting their contribution also, ma'am? in the
Okay.
development of the school or all, the learning process and everything?
See, if I'll talk about I as a principal, if I'm joining one community, and if I'll set five more teachers for five different communities, so definitely now we have a stock of ideas with us. We'll definitely not implement the ideas whichever we will see. We will see how effective that idea will be, and not only this, we will create a framework. We will create a framework annually what we all can do, what all things can be implemented, what ideas are actually good, and definitely if we are putting it across the entire team and then trying to work on it, organizing the things, and then try to implement it, execute it, then this is something which is very, very beneficial not only for the organization but for each and every student. Now, coming back, that what can be that framework? Our main focus is are the children. If we are doing something for the children, definitely if it is academic, if it is core curricular, if it is physical activities, if it is sports, or activity which is related to the student. So where and definitely it's there that we have, you know, open windows where we can implement those ideas and we can work there. So which idea is suiting where and how we can implement that, how we can execute that, and depending on the situation, we generally take that and we go ahead with it.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, Sarika ma'am, for being here today. It was lovely, listening to your viewpoints and experiences about active learning professional community.
Thank you so much, Mehak. Thank you for inviting me. It was great being here again.
Thank you, ma'am. And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Okay, good day, Mehak.